Here with, for the first time, head coach Lacy Prejean as the Demons starting up the season. Finally is here, headed out to San Marcos to play Texas State and a few other teams this weekend. Coach, when you first got here, you were like, I'm ready, can we just get out on the field? I'm ready to get stuff going and all that. And now that it's finally here, I assume you are ready. You're ready to get out there and finally play some softball.
Right. You know, we've scrimmaged 10 times already this spring, so I think our players and coaches are ready to see some different pitchers and some different hitters. But we're excited to go out to San Marcos and Texas State and get out there and show all the work that we've put in this off season and in the fall. In the weight room, worked on speed, and then worked on being competitive, you know, and how to compete every pitch and how to deal with failure and just to throw punches and know that we might get punched in the face, but then hopefully we're landing the last punch in the game.
Right. Talk about that sort of that off-season time. I think July you got here, you're analyzing and evaluating who's on the roster, all that sort of stuff. You get into fall work, you get into the spring work. What's that been like just from the amount of work that you guys have put in to prepare for this weekend?
Sure. We took it one day at a time. We had a plan. You know, we had a plan from January 8th when we started our first practice this spring, and we've had you know, a lot of girls have to step up, and you know, we're going to be expecting our freshmen to make an impact as well as our seniors to come in and set the tone and to make an impact as well. You know, we're heavy in the upperclassmen part of our roster, so I'm excited to see what they can do, being there last year, and they've really worked extremely hard. They bought in to what all three coaches have been preaching from back in August. So I'm excited to finally be able to put it on the field, and I know we're gonna maybe have some miscues, but I want to see how we're gonna respond to some adversity, and that's what we worked a lot on in the spring is once we get adversity, how to respond to that, and then to keep going.
You mentioned the upperclassmen 9, you know, very upper senior laden group. You know, Bailey's a junior as well. She's played a lot of games. How has that helped you sort of get in, and how have they helped sort of usher this sort of new era of NSU softball along?
Sure. I mean, being 22, 23-year-old females, they're very mature, and so I think they understand that the importance and the sense of urgency of having to work extremely hard because their time frame is running out, you know, and so that was definitely beneficial and helpful to buying into the things that we're doing, the changes that we're making, the approach that we're taking, and how to prepare for an upcoming season. So they were able to influence the freshmen extremely, especially in the fall, and then here these last 5 weeks leading up to our opening game.
You mentioned it a little bit already, but what are some of the key things, maybe the important things that you're looking for specifically in this first set of games this weekend?
I'm just looking for some competitors. I'm looking for girls to go out every game, every pitch, every out, every inning. Who's going to get out there and compete, and not give up, and just keep fighting, keep believing. And we're gonna hustle. We're gonna do the small things. We're gonna focus on the small things, and just keep competing, no matter the outcome, good or bad.
Who have you seen, maybe even over the last couple of weeks, that you feel like is really finding their position, finding their rhythm as we head into the season and sort of get things going?
Really happy with our arms in the circle, Maggie Dar and Kenzie Seeley. They've stepped up tremendously these last 4 scrimmages. And then Mia, our shortstop, she really solidified the position. She's a freshman. I think she's one of our better players on our team, and I'm excited to see what kind of spring she can have and once we start our games.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Well, I know you're not the only one that's excited to get this thing going. First game on Thursday afternoon, 5 this weekend, and the season starts, and let's play some softball.
That's right. Thank you so much, Brad.